Students, will continue with the next part of the terrorism, those are remedies. So already we see what is the definition of terrorism, what are the causes of terrorism, and how it is a model for the nation building and challenge to our Indian democracy. So now let's see how the government has taken initiation and different steps to remove this terrorism. See that number of the acts and bills have been introduced by government way. So first, Preventive Detention Act, which was introduced in 1950, which is going to take control on the terrorism. Secondly, Maintenance of Security Act, MSA Act, that is Maintenance of Security Act, was introduced in 1971. Then National Security Act, NSA, which has been introduced in 1980, which is going to be gives control over the national security as well as terrorism, because terrorists can attack, so it is a matter about the nation. Then terrorist and disruptive activities, disruptive activities prevention act, which is known as a TARA, which was introduced in 1987. A person who is, whatever it may be, he may be politician, he may be actor. So if you know the students, Sanjay Dutt, one actor who got a custody under this TARA also. So whatever the person may be, all are equal before the law, and this as per TARA, the person gets the custody. A person who involved in the terrorist activities. Then same TARA has been implemented as a Prevention of Terrorism Act, which is known as a POTA. Prevention of Terrorism Act, introduced in 2001, which is amended or some more points added to this TARA. So TARA, POTA, NSA, these are the few acts introduced by the government. Now let's see what is UAPA, Unlawful Activities Prevention Act. Unlawful Activities Prevention Act, which was introduced in 2008. As per here, and this is the amended one in 2008. So TARA, POTA, these all were amended, and which is known as a UAPA, Unlawful Activities Prevention Act. Now, as per this act, a person who found guilty in a terrorism activities, or a person who is going to trouble to the country or for the democracy, so what punishment is there by the government or legal way? This act administrates a person activity or any act of the person which is going to threat unity, integrity and sovereignty. Unity, integrity and sovereignty of the country. So that act is called as a terrorist act. व्यक्ति की जो भी हरकत है, अगर वह हरकत या फिर उसकी कोई भी एक्टिविटी वो देश के यूनिटी के खिलाफ है, इंटीग्रिटी के खिलाफ है या फिर सोवेरेनिटी के खिलाफ है, then that activity is called as a terrorist activity. As for this 2008 Act, Unlawful Preventive Act. Now, what punishment these people are getting? A person who is committing a terrorist act punished for the 10 years non-bailable jail. So students, keep in mind the 10 years punishment is the person who is going to be fined a guilty or offense in this UAPA Act. Then second one, a person who is raising funds for the terrorist groups, terrorist organization. आज के ज़माने में देखते हैं जब भी इलेक्शंस आते हैं कि पॉलिटिशियन लीडर्स और पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज बड़े बड़े लोगों से चंदा इकट्ठा करते हैं, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज अ चैरिटी, so which is going to be used for the different activities of the election. As like saying, some people are taking money and collecting funds for this terrorist organization. So a person who is raising fund for that terrorist group or terrorist organization, that person gets a 5 years custody. Even this custody can be extended to the lifetime imprisonment. बस 5 साल के लिए कैद में तो पूरी जिंदगी उस व्यक्ति को जेल में ही सड़ना पड़ेगा. सो एज पर दिस यूएपीए एक्ट. फर्दर बस फंड कलेक्शन नहीं है. यहाँ तक तो आपने देखा होगा कि कभी कभार कि उस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन जो टेररिस्ट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन रहते हैं या फिर टेररिस्ट और ग्रुप्स रहते हैं तो उन ग्रुप में रिक्रूटमेंट चलती है. A person who is doing the recruitment in the terrorist group or terrorist organization, so that person may get the 5 years custody as well as, or it is going to be extended for the lifetime imprisonment. फिर पूरी जिंदगी उसको फिर से जेल में सड़ना पड़ेगा. Further, recognizable offense. It is a cognizable offense having the terrorism activities. Going against integrity and unity of the country, going against the custody or sovereignty of the country, even making kidnapping, murders, or hijacking birds, planes. These all are the cognizable offences. Now, if that offence is not going to be complete within a 90 days, if it is not going to be complete within a 90 days, then it may go on extending for 180 days. 90 दिन में अगर उस व्यक्ति के ऊपर वो मुकदमा क्लियर नहीं हो जाता है या फिर प्रूव नहीं होता है, so central government or government can extend that inquiry for 180 days. If he found guilty, if he found offensible, then he will get punishment. If he found clear, then the person will be left. After this UAPA, if one of the person, other foreigner, if he comes to country without what it is, illegal way, then that person has no bail for the foreigners. There is no bail for that foreigner who comes country illegally, who enters. Even furtherly, that central government can free, seize or attach all the funds whatever it is belongs to the terrorist group. जो भी उस टेररिस्ट ग्रुप की जो संपत्ति है, जमीन है, पैसा है या फिर और कुछ चीजें हैं, वो सारी केंद्र सरकार जो है, हमारे यूनियन सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट जो है, तो वो पूरा सीज कर लेता है, अपने कब्जे में ले लेता है. So these are the some of the provisions by the Unlawful Preventive Act of 2008. With terrorist activities, then raising funds, 5 years custody, even recruitment for the terrorist group, 5 years to lifetime imprisonment is there. Then the custody should be or the offence should be declared within 90 or 180 days, and it is cognizable offence. Then no bailable jail for the foreigners if he comes illegally to the country, and central government can seize the property of the terrorist group. Students, now let's see some of the socio-economic measures which have been taken by the government to eradicate this terrorism. Because not only the legal and constitutional provisions are enough to remove this terrorism, there are certain socio-economic measures which are very important. Among that, the social acceptance. Whatever these terrorist people have joined our group, those people or those youngers has to be brought to the mainstream of the society. And we should not think those people as a stigma on terrorism. We should not have any discrimination. When we will come back, so at the time of British, Swami Dayanand Saraswati has started one of the ritual, that is a purification movement. The people those have converted in another religion, those were again taken back to the Hinduism, as like saying a younger who have joined already terrorist group has to be taken back to the mainstream of our society, and they should not think as a stigma on terrorism. Second point is education. Now, the people, when he become terrorist, when he is lacking moral education, value education, and there is no patriotic feeling created in his mind. If we fulfill this all the things, if we give him patriotic feeling, national education, or that, if we inculcate a feeling or the love towards the motherland, if we give him moral education, if we give him value education, definitely that person never join any wrong path of terrorism. That is education. Third, employment opportunities. जब व्यक्ति के हाथ में पैसा नहीं होता तो डेफिनेटली उसका दिमाग ठीक से काम नहीं करता या फिर वो गलत रास्तों पर चलने के लिए मजबूर हो जाता है। वो आदत से नहीं, परिस्थिति का मारा होता है या फिर परिस्थिति जो सिचुएशन होती है, तो वो सिचुएशन उस व्यक्ति को गलत मार्ग चुनने के लिए मजबूर करती है। सो इंस्टेड ऑफ दैट, इफ यू अवॉइड undemocratic and anti-national activities by providing employment opportunities to those younger ones, then definitely no person will choose the path of terrorism. If you providing good employment, if you providing to getting the money, then definitely he will never go for the wrong path. Financial assistance, that is promoting the people for the self business or self employment. For example, चाय का ठेला खोलना या फिर एक इंटरनेट की छोटी दुकान खोलना, चाय की टपरी या फिर वड़े पाव की एक टपरी, ब्यूटी सैलून हो, इंटरनेट कैफेस हो या फिर फोटोशॉप हो. Number of the self-employments can be produced or given opportunities by providing financial backup by the banking and non-banking areas, or banking and non-banking organization. Yeah, I am graduate. I have many ideas. I have enthusiasm to start any one of business, but I don't have money. So if I get a financial backup, then definitely I will start my self-employment. I can give good outcome for my family as well as for the country. Never I go wrong for any wrong path. That is financial assistance. Fifth point, economic equality. Already number of the areas of the countries are not well developed equally. They are not financially developed in all the fields, financially, technically, scientifically, or educationally, politically. So all the areas should be taken in a same way. Special programs and special schemes to be introduced. Wages to eliminate extreme poverty has been taken by our government. So BPL cards, then free ration is provided to them. Then exploitation also is going to be stopped by the government. Sixth point is rehabilitation. Nothing. This is your area. This is a fallow land or barren land. जहाँ पे पूरा सुनसान एरिया है या फिर जो जमीन बंजर जमीन है, तो वो बंजर जमीन केंद्र सरकार या फिर स्टेट गवर्नमेंट क्या करती है, उस जमीन पे एक इंडस्ट्रियल एरिया बनाने की कोशिश करते हैं. तो वहाँ पर रहने वाले लोग जिनको वहाँ से बेघर किया जाता है, तो उन बेघर लोगों को रिहैबिलिटेशन, बेघर लोग जिन लोगों को यहाँ से हटाकर दूसरी जगह बसाने का जिम्मा लिया है, तो उन लोगों को पहले जमीन देना चाहिए, उनको काम धंधा देना चाहिए, ट्रांसपोर्ट, वाटर फैसिलिटी, एजुकेशन फैसिलिटी. This all things should be given first them, then the project should be started in their area. लेकिन हमारी सरकार क्या करती है, उन लोगों को 1 लाख की बजाय एक 10-20 हज़ार दे देती है रुपये और दूसरी जगह पे जाने के लिए कहती है। तो उन लोग जाएंगे कहाँ पे, रहेंगे कहाँ पे, खाना कैसे मिलेगा, पानी कहाँ से मिलेगा, या फिर एजुकेशन की फैसिलिटी कहाँ पे मिलेगी। जब ऐसे सरकार के कामों से लोग तंग आ जाते हैं और टेररिज्म की ओर चल पड़ते हैं। सो द गवर्नमेंट हैज टू गिव प्रॉपर policies and programs whatever they have introducing. Before introducing them, they have to think about the rehabilitation of the people. उनको दूसरी जगह पर जाकर उनको ठीक से रहने के लिए मकान देना, जगह देना, उनकी नौकरी का बंदोबस्त कराना, उनकी ट्रांसपोर्ट फैसिलिटी का, एजुकेशन का, all facilities to be provided by the central government or state government. And the last point, that is removal of the regional disparities. Yeah, to remove this regional disparities, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, like many problems are there about boundaries, language, water disputes. These all to be solved properly with the special measures and programs has to be introduced for the backward areas. Which areas are backward? So these are the socio-economic measures: social acceptance, education, employment opportunities, financial backup, economic equality, rehabilitation, and removal of regional disparities. So students, after here we have seen about the terrorism, definition, causes, preventive measures, and how it is a hurdle to the nation. So this is enough for today's video class. Thank you students.